to 110 volts of electricity. We all respect 220 volts or more. But most of us treat 110 volt lines carelessly, without a second thought. That's understandable. We constantly handle 110 volt lines, extension cords, lamps, tools, and of course, household appliances. Most of the time, we feel safe. Sometimes we get a small shock. But let's face reality. A 110 volt line can be deadly. It's estimated that 65% of all electrical deaths each year are caused by the common 110 volt current. Under certain conditions, a shock from 110 volts might not do much harm. But those conditions can change fast, without warning. The first time using a faulty tool, you may feel just a small tingle. The next time, you could be knocked down by the shock. At any moment, your hands could be sweaty. Your socks or shoes could be damp. You might step onto a wet floor. Moisture allows more current to flow through your body, enough to end your life. There's no way to know in advance if your body is in the right condition to allow a fatal current to pass. All you can do is avoid the conditions that allow electric shock. Your company doctor can explain ventricular fibrillation, a fatal condition caused by low voltage. There are many safety steps to help prevent electric shock, but because they seem simple and minor, people lose respect for 110 volts. And that's where the danger begins. Call them what you want: orders, rules, instructions, suggestions. What I'm about to share is important. Follow them and stay alive. Ignore them and you're asking for trouble. First, never attempt electrical repairs of any kind in the plant. You can plug in equipment, turn switches on and off, and maybe replace a fuse or light bulb, if your job requires it. But nothing more. Second, before using any electrical equipment, make sure your hands and feet are dry. If you must work on a wet or muddy floor, wear rubber soles or stand on dry planks. Third, before plugging in an extension cord or tool, inspect it carefully. Look at the plug. Check for frayed wires where they enter. Run your hand along the cord. Feel for twists or broken insulation. Check where the cord enters the socket or tool. Make sure it's not worn or loose. Fourth, ground the tool before plugging in. If the cord has built-in grounding, don't worry. It will ground automatically when plugged in. You can tell by looking at the plug. If it has 3 prongs, it's grounded. Fifth, once the cord is plugged in, make sure it's protected during use. If it must cross a hallway or walkway, run it overhead if possible. If it lies on the floor, cover it properly to avoid trips or damage. Sixth, if anything goes wrong with a tool while using it, if you get a shock, if it gets damaged, or the cord comes loose, turn off the power and report the problem immediately. Describe what happened in detail, so the tool can be repaired and safely returned to service as soon as possible.